Guys, whether or not you have a robust, whether or not you have the most scantily clad together electoral system in the world, you agreed just now that the American system is flawed, the British system.
No, I didn't agree.
You didn't.
He said the American system is flawed, and I said I don't know.
Okay,
but then I'm not using
know.
American system
but somebody, okay, but you're not
saying. How can you be happy about something that you don't know?
No, listen. He's agreeing, and he's saying that the British is flawed as well. What I'm trying to put across to you is that what people don't understand is that even if you made it the most robust system in the world, as people, they don't understand. They're not educated or enlightened enough to even understand that
they'll get bribed.
Even being bribed, not understanding what it is that they're even doing, they don't know. And whether or not you change the system,
but let me give you a
people,
let me finish.
Even if you go back and say you're going to put a robust system, robust system for what? To do what?
So by the time it's just to create. It's the honesty of it. I think we're focusing, because if you think of it, it's more of a sentimental problem than a systemic problem, because if you alright, because if you think about it, right, you feel like you don't have the opportunity to put in someone that you want because the system doesn't function as well as it should, right? Right? That's what you're saying. So you feel like you're not given the opportunity because the system is flawed in such a way that whatever you do doesn't really count.
Do you feel?
No, I'm saying. So remember in my first statement,
you said people don't vote.
Yes, in my first statement,
yeah,
where I made reference to the American system,
yeah,
I said the American election system, and this is the answer to you when you're talking about what's the alternative. The American electoral system gives you 2 years to campaign. That's why it's called one of the hardest job applications ever.
So the vetting,
it gives you 2 months, and the vetting system is robust. When you say robust vetting system, it means people know who they are electing.
Yeah.
So Hillary Clinton was running in the primaries against Barack Obama and the rest of them, and people tore them apart.
Yeah.
And eventually they brought up somebody for the democratic process. And the same thing happened for other parties. In Nigeria, at least I'm old enough to know, during the military regime, and even Obasanjo's time, before Yar'Adua came into government, Obasanjo put a ban on campaigning until 3 months before the election.
I agree.
What am I going to know about somebody in 3 months? You don't know anybody who voted.
That's a fair point.
You don't have a system where the police. No, I agree. You don't have a system where, like for instance, anytime you come to this country and any national election, you have you have Labour v Conservatives v Lib Dems, whatever. You can see their policies, the state, what they plan to do. They have their debates right now. They're campaigning whether or not they're gonna have the 3-man debate, blah blah blah, stuff like that. But in Nigeria, literally 3 months before an election, you hear so and so is gonna come governor, whatever. He goes around, he does a rally, he gives people sacks of rice, blah blah blah, and then it's just that is it. And I agree with what you're saying, but what I don't agree with is the fact that it's like you're taking something that's destroyed already and you just want to continue reconfiguring and rejiggling, and it's not going to do anything.
No, I'm not saying rejiggling. I'm saying actually
make it more robust.
No, I'm saying deal with the electoral system. I'm saying the problem is not so much the leaders. But I'm arguing that in the country of 140 million people, we have the right people.
Okay, let me tell you.
People don't understand properly.
Alright, let me explain myself. Both, you're probably competent in some certain areas now, yeah? And I can vouch for you because I know you. So if you came out to me now and said to me, after a few years of experience, you want to become, commissioner, well, not commissioner, but you want to become a senator, and I think you're competent enough. The truth of the matter right now is you don't stand a chance. Unless, first of all, in Nigeria, you go through a godfather and people rig the election for you. Because of that, if you're the true caliber of person that we want, you will keep away from the election. That is because the electoral system is such that you don't even give the right people a chance to campaign and to get into the system. Now, if you, in spite of the system, go back to Nigeria now and campaign for elections under the wings of a godfather or somebody and get in the way other people get in, you cannot make a difference because there are people who are holding you down.
Agree with that.
Okay, now
exactly. So it is the electoral system is fundamental problem.
I now put this question towards you.
Yeah.
Those who are now in power, who make policies and decisions, as Mahmoud said before, why are you going to change something that benefits you?
Okay, let me say what I've been
So you're saying who will change it? That's
How?
right.
How?
Let me
It's the leaders.
How?
It's like, I've heard this story.
How will a leader now
That
go
people,
and
couples,
change something
Nigerian
that benefits
couples,
him? How?
Nigerian couples.
Nigerian couples in the UK.
Well, you see, the thing is, in Nigeria, we have separation of powers.
Wait, I've heard this story. Nigerian couples, when they get married in the UK, the guy never cheats on the wife. He's always so true. He's always at home. He does all the cleaning and stuff. Once they land in Nigeria, he's, so many girls around. The guy just starts,
When you go back to Nigeria, all the girls,
seeing all the girls start. And you ask him, you understand? There are all these girls around. Is he going to be the one to say, man? He should be the one to say, man, I shouldn't be sleeping with these girls. I should, face my wife and everything. But the situation is it's all too easy for him. And that's where these senators are.
No, but what I'm saying is there's separation of powers in Nigeria.
Hang on a
You have
second.
the judiciary, you have the legislature.
But they are all benefiting from it.
No,
Why
the judiciary is not.
Let me just say.
But judiciary has no powers.
Well, let me say what I'm saying. Let me say what I'm saying, guys. Relax here. You thought I was opposing you before. What I wanted you to say was just to state exactly what you thought was wrong. And just now you did. You said Godfatherism and stuff. You just mentioned sentence.
No, I haven't told you it's Godfatherism.
Okay,
stand by my point.
Put that away anyway. I'm saying now that an electoral system, no matter how great you make it, right? Weimar Germany is the term given to Germany pre-Hitler, right? Historians now look on Weimar Germany as perhaps the standard for democracy ever. They used single transferable vote. They had a parliament that was as representative as you can possibly get, right? The Reichstag, pre-Hitler. But then, Hitler ascended to power. Hitler was produced by the most vibrant democracy, the most viable electoral system / process of all time. This is how it's written down in the history books.
Hitler was
So what I'm trying to say now is that there is a way that you can forget what the concrete issues are.
No, the concrete issue is still the election, because Hitler was produced by the system, but then the other leaders that were produced by that same system did not run Germany into the ground. Germany was still a prosperous nation. Germany was still a prosperous nation.
Listen.
Right.
What I'm trying to tell you is that we're talking about the character of the leaders, the quality of the leaders. So nobody's saying now that, because if we're being honest, Obasanjo, in his own way, Obasanjo was a strong Nigerian leader. Obasanjo did stand his ground. Obasanjo refused to be influenced by elements around him. He did things his own way. So in that sense, let's call him a strong leader, right? Now Hitler was a strong leader, doing things his own way. The people around him were equally strong. You have your Goebbels, you have your Göring. Do you understand what I'm saying? But when it came down to it, they turned Germany into a slaughterhouse.
We're focusing too much on one man. Forget the president. So you were talking about leader now. Forget the president.
We're not focusing too much on one man.
Think about the system that
we're not focusing.